G'day Crystal Groovers, Sage of Stones here with an almost entire inventory video. So I say almost because this is the vast majority of my stuff, but just right out of the gate, you won't see bracelets in this video, although I can point you toward the over 120 different kinds of crystal bracelets I have. If you're interested in that, let me know. You'll see the drawers that house my palm stones and some hearts and tumbled stones. Those drawers are all named with the names of the crystals, but I won't be pulling all those stones out to show you. But if you see the name of a stone that interests you in a tumbled stone or a palm stone, let me know and I can show you exactly what I have in those. But everything else, with the exception of some pendants, actually a lot of pendants, probably well over 100 or maybe even 200 different kind of pendants, they won't appear in these videos either, but I can show you anything that you might be interested in as far as pendants go as well. Most of these crystals, the vast majority of them, have posts on my X account, so I can point you towards those. For anyone that's new to my X or as a subscriber to YouTube, welcome. The way that this works with my stones is pretty much the best way to claim a piece is going to be to pause the video, take a screenshot, circle the piece or the pieces that you're interested in, and then DM that picture to me on one of my socials. Those socials are listed in the description for this video. I am far and away the most active on X. That is the platform that I will likely respond to you quickest on. But you can comment in the comments section here, and I'd really love you to just comment anyway. It's obviously, it helps the algorithm here on YouTube, helps my channel grow. Tell me what your favorite crystals are. Tell me if there's anything that catch your eye. And obviously, if you want to claim anything or want any more information on any of these pieces that you see here today, please let me know. This video is just over an hour long. It's longer than I was hoping it was going to be. It could have been far, far longer, trust me on that. So I do go through each of the pieces individually. I'm not picking them all up and showing you them in my hand. I do it with a few of them here and there along the way. But I try to be mindful of your time, but also pay due respect to the beauty of all these crystals and show them all during this video as well. So I appreciate your time. Yeah, thanks for watching, and let's get into it. All right, we'll start over here on this table, and while I'm not gonna, pick every piece up, I will try and identify the names of each pieces, so that'll make it easier for you to claim anything that you'd like. That's a gorgeous, large septarian egg in a custom driftwood stand, sometimes called dragon eggs. I'll pick this guy up just to show you the size of it. He's big and chunky and heavy, and he's got some gorgeous white calcite druzy growing on the surface as well. So this is a UV reactive pink calcite heart, will glow under a black light or a UV light. This is pistachio calcite, gorgeous stone, that one. This is a resin Mother Gaia, Mother Earth kind of deal. She's got all these vines in her hair and earth for her pregnant belly. She's really nice, just got one of those. These are green onyx. These are heart bowls, and I have one star bowl. This is a big raw chunk of blue calcite. This is opalized citrine. It's a raw opalized citrine cluster. This is an angel ored citrine cluster. You can see where some citrine points or quartz points were growing out of it here. Really cool. That's another citrine piece there, a little smokier. This is a calcite, raw calcite cluster. This is a raw celestite cluster. And this is a stalactite, calcite stalactite cluster, really cool. I've got some sugar fluorite here and a couple of gorgeous lepidolite and pink tourmaline specimens, raw specimens. Beautiful pink amethyst raw specimens here. This is a pink amethyst, pink tourmaline and lepidolite raw specimen as well. Got a couple of champagne aurid clear quartz points, and these are angel aurid citrine points. This is raw kunzite. This is raw blue kyanite. And then a whole bunch of gorgeous raw blue fluorite specimens and slabs here, guys. Really pretty. These are absolutely stunning. Don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but super transparent. Put a light source behind them and they are spectacular. This is clear quartz and fluorite combination stone. This thing is gorgeous. It's got these amazing little clear quartz needle-like points growing all over it. See it? Just sensational. So I've got 3 of those. I've got some little aurid geodes here. This is a jade turtle and a howlite cobra. Got a couple of really cool rose quartz mushroom specimens. This one's angel aurid, this one's just regular rose quartz. And get into some dragons now. This beautiful big green jade dragon up the back here. I'll pick it up just to give you an idea for size. It's large and heavy. Big, gorgeous piece of jade there. And then sticking with the dragons, I've got a couple of black obsidian dragon heads. This is a nephrite jade dragon head. I've got 4 pyrite dragon heads here. And then this one is, I'm having a mental blank. Come on, you can do it. Golden healer, thank you very much. Purple fluorite, a couple of septarians. This is jade here, and then this one's another form of jade. Jade comes in so many different varieties, guys, so many different colors. In fact, these 3 here are all jade, just different varieties of. This is hematite quartz and purple sphalerite and strawberry quartz. And then this is a really cool little resin shell bowl. You can put whatever you like in that. I've got a white jade Buddha here, a couple of gorgeous ocean jasper flames. That's a smoky quartz flame. That's a coffee moonstone flame. It's super blingy. And again, remember guys, I have posts for all these, but look at the flash on these guys. Beautiful. Couple of little moss agate flames, a raw clear quartz bowl. That's a little green onyx bowl there. And then we get into some carnelian here with some beautiful freeforms. And then some gorgeous carnelian flames. And just to give you an idea for size on those. Nice big chunky pieces on those. That is an ocean jasper freeform. That is a polychrome jasper freeform. Back into carnelian here with some beautiful bowls. Sticking with bowls, rainbow fluorite cloud bowl, 3 rainbow fluorite moon bowls, and 3 selenite moon bowls. Back into some septarian. So like this guy over here, this is the same stone. This is a nice chunky druzy septarian egg. These all come on these little stands here. And then I've got 3 more smaller ones as well. And some stunning septarian bowls here, guys. These are absolutely beautiful. Pick one of these up just to show you for size. So I've got 3 of those, a couple of really cool green aventurine pot leaves and hematite pot leaves. And then we get into some skulls. So that's bamboo jasper. This is a combination of amazonite and smoky quartz. This is dragonstone and howlite, lepidolite, purple fluorite, a couple of septarian skulls. I've got some really pretty lapis lazuli skulls. That's a really high quality clear quartz. This is rhodonite. This is phoenix stone, which is a combination of turquoise, malachite, and chrysocolla. And then lavakite. Lavakite's super flashy, lots of bling on that one. And then some mini skulls here in opalite as well. These are really cool. These are little sphalerite and clear quartz fairies. Actually, these might be mermaids. They are. So they've got these gorgeous little clear quartz points running along the back of them. So I've got a bunch of those. And here's a different style. I would probably say that one's more like a fairy, but call it a fairy or a mermaid, whatever, it's up to you. Just a little darker in color, but beautiful. And then if you're into unicorns, I've got 3 Caribbean calcites and 1 bloodstone unicorn as well. Just to give you an idea for size on these, they're all about that big. Nice chunky unicorn carvings. I've got these black obsidian carvings in all kinds of different characters. So if you see any here that you like, let me know. And then 3 little howlite and black obsidian yin-yangs. Got a green aventurine notebook here, guys. I'm not sure how well you can see it when they're up against the window. But those are all green aventurine stones. On the front of that notebook, it has both lined and blank pages. And then I've got some really pretty, super transparent, full of rainbows, fishtail selenite slabs. I've got a couple of gorgeous rainbow fluorite slabs as well that are full of rainbows. And a really pretty little agate butterfly, druzy butterfly. That is a rainbow fluorite wand. And then a bunch more wands here. I've got these beautiful black obsidian ones, super highly polished, really pretty. A couple of septarians. I've got 3 tourmalated quartz wands, 4 combination stones here. These are amethyst and Mexican agate. They're really, really pretty. I've got 1 leopard skin jasper wand here and some very gorgeous malachite slabs here, natural polished malachite slabs with amazing patterns on them. And then I've got these little selenite discs that have the flower of life etched onto them. So if you don't know, selenite is a stone that never needs to be charged or cleansed itself, but it will charge and cleanse your other stones, and that's exactly how I do it when I send them out to you guys. So this is table number 1. Again, let me know what you like, and we will send it on its way to you. And moving along to table number 2, I'll give you a kind of a quick overview here. Some really stunning stuff on this table. Start with these. These are pretty cool. These are like stained glass wall hangings. You put them in your window, I guess, and they actually have little crystal chips that dangle in the spaces here. But they're really cool. Just one of each of those 2 colors. So stained glass crystal shaped wall hangings. I've got a selection of pendants here. This is just like a handful of all that I have. Like I said, I've got hundreds of different kinds, but we've got some raw black tourmaline there. We've got some beautiful malachite teardrops. We've got a couple of points here, tiger's eye, amethyst and rose quartz. There's a couple of these little silver sheen black obsidian moon pendants left. And then I've got some little raw amethyst flowers as well. But like I said, I've got hundreds more kinds for you guys to look at if you're interested. Let's get into these spheres, guys. So on the left here, I have glass spheres. These are not clear quartz, they're not crystal. They're all glass, but they are really cool. So what's happening with these is somehow they have managed to keep the outside of the glass sphere smooth and internally 3D laser etch these figures into the middle of them. They're all 3D, they're all internally laser etched. So I've got a couple here with this angel, and then I've got one beautiful Kuan Yin here as well. And then I've got a couple of larger zodiac ones. I've got one in Aries and one in Gemini. And so these are all roughly this big. And then we move into the smaller size, and the rest of these glass spheres are all this size. So I've got a few dragons. And then I've got a couple of these type. This is really cool. It's like a fairy sitting on a crescent moon. And then we move into all of these zodiac ones. So I don't have the entire zodiac collection here, but what I do have is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And what I love about these is they've actually got 3 different things going on here. So obviously you've got the name of the zodiac at the bottom. You've got a pictorial representation of each zodiac in there as well. And if you look really hard up towards the top, it's kind of hard to see, but you also have the actual constellation in there as well for that specific zodiac. So they're really cool. All glass, but really beautiful. I have wonderful lapis lazuli spheres, guys. I've got 6 of them. They are all absolutely stunning and full of gold pyrite. I've got a couple of rainforest jasper spheres here. This is dendritic opal or merlinite, not to be confused with indigo gabbro, which is also called mystic merlinite. It's a different stone. This is a UV reactive volcano agate sphere. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous blingy sphelerite sphere here, guys. Beautiful, big druzy pockets full of gorgeous bling. I've got 1 garnet sphere, 1 dream amethyst, 1 blue calcite. This is a cat's eye sphere. This is man-made, but really, really cool. This is a peach moonstone sphere. This is going to be blingy with some cool flash on it, and then a little rose quartz sphere as well. I've got a couple of gorgeous selenites and a couple of really pretty pink opals. Moving into some moss agates, howlite, and this stunning rainbow fluorite sphere. Up the back here, I've got a large ocean jasper sphere and a smaller one, and then into some Kambaba jaspers. This is pink calcite, UV reactive pink calcite, so like the heart that I showed you a little bit ago. This is pink calcite with veins of smoky quartz running through it that will fluoresce under a black light. And then this is a really stunning little gold tiger's eye sphere. Super blingy, this guy, and it's got some pyrite in it as well. I love this piece. Nephrite jade and ruby fuchsite. This is pink tourmaline. This is black moonstone, so this is going to have some flash on it as well. You can see it there. Look at that. Nice. Black moonstone. Flower agate. That is a serpentine sphere. And these are jades as well. Remember I said jade comes in all kinds of different colors. A couple of orange jades and a white jade here. And then we get into all these spheres, which are all on these driftwood stands. Now, all these driftwood stands, guys, are for sale. I have them holding anywhere from 1 up to 5 spheres. Okay, so this is obviously a 5 sphere one here. It's the only 5 sphere holder I have. It's holding some opalite spheres here. This is a 4 holder that's holding some hematite spheres. And then I've got all of these gorgeous indigo gabbro spheres here as well. And then these are optical honey calcite. And then this faceted rainbow moonstone sphere here as well. It's going to have some beautiful blue flash on it. Hard to catch it under the light, but yeah, don't often see the faceted spheres, so I've just got one of those in rainbow moonstone. I've got a couple of little citrine spheres here. These are clear quartz with rose aura. And then I've got a nice selection of chevron amethyst spheres here. Some more down there. This is a clear quartz angel aurad sphere here. Just one of those left. Got a couple more here that are smaller. These are really awesome, guys. Get in and get these. So this is Seraphinite, it's super rare, really blingy, beautiful little Seraphinite mini spheres here. I rarely see the Seraphinite, guys, and when I do, I grab them. So all I've got in Seraphinite right now are these two little mini spheres. This is terahertz. Got a couple of little red jasper eggs here, and these are carnelian. I've got a few little rose quartz mini spheres here. This is a carnelian egg and a shungite egg. This is a super blingy green sandstone sphere, and these are little malachite mini spheres. All right, I've got some really cool candle holders here, guys. So these first three on the left are all clear quartz. This one looks like it's clear quartz too, but you can just see a slight tinge of pink. It's actually rose quartz, but these will all accept your standard size tea light candles. They're all just raw chunks of clear quartz and rose quartz fashioned into candle holders. Similarly with these Himalayan salt ones. So again, just raw Himalayan salt chunks fashioned into candle holders that will accept your standard size tea light candles. So I've got 5 of the raw ones, and then these are heart shaped. So again, it's Himalayan salt, but just carved into hearts. And once again, we'll take your standard sized tea light candles. Moving into some mortar and pestles now, guys. I've got these really nice 5-inch fossil coral ones. I've got a couple of those in 5-inch. I've got a couple in the smaller 4-inch. And just pick one up here to give you an idea of the size. These are nice and sturdy, 4 to 5 pounds each, I think, if I remember correctly, so they're not gonna slip and slide around on your counter. This one is beautiful. This one is green onyx. Again, it's one of the bigger 5-inch size. Beautiful patterns on this, guys. Really nice green onyx mortar and pestle. And then this is a red zebra jasper mortar and pestle with some really nice markings on it too. And then, as I mentioned, the 2 smaller fossil corals. This thing here is insane. It's about 36 pounds. I'm not going to pick it up. It is just an absolute monster statement piece. It's volcanic or volcano agate. So again, it's going to be UV reactive. It will glow under a UV light or a black light. But just a really gorgeous statement piece. It's huge. Like, there's my hand. It's a really big piece. Like I said, about 36 pounds. If you want more info or pictures on that, let me know, and I'd be happy to show you. This is a beautiful Eupolite Merkaba. So again, another UV reactive stone. If you shine a UV or a black light on it, it's going to light up with all these little iridescent orange pockets all over it. Very, very cool. And then this is a showstopper. It's a little purple amethyst freeform. If I can remember where the flash is, there it is. Just gorgeous colors on this, guys. Purple labradorite is the rarest of all the colors. It's actually called spectralite. It's so rare it has its own name, but no one refers to it as spectralite. Everyone just calls it purple labradorite. But this is full face flash on both sides. Just a stunning piece of labradorite, this one, guys. Only got one of those, so if you want that, jump on it in a hurry. I've got some raw pieces of emerald here, guys. Really nice raw emerald pieces. They're all roughly this size. And then we move into some lamps. I've got some gorgeous lamps here. I've got this, these are all Himalayan salt. So I have this angel, I've got 2 pyramids. The angel and the pyramids come on dimming switches, so they plug into your AC. Your regular outlet, and they're on dimmer switches, so the light will, you can rotate the switch to brighten or dim the light. Not the case with these 2 here. These are just raw Himalayan salt and will plug into a USB port. These are clear quartz. These are so cool. Like, again, I've got posts for all these, so if you want to know what they look like all lit up, let me know and I can show you. But these are clear quartz, and again, they're on dimmer switches and they look absolutely fantastic. Really, really cool. I've got a few different kinds of selenite wands here. So I've got the single and double terminated in just the plain selenite. I've got the double terminated in the ruby aura, the double terminated in the tanzine aura. I've got the single terminated in the lavender aura and single terminated in the aqua aura. So let me know which of those you like. If you need a bottle stopper for your wine, I've got a few raw citrines. I've got one of these in red jasper and one in howlite as well. And then I've got a selection of pendulums here too. Okay, so with the pendulums, we've got these two here on the left, which are both organites. This one is black tourmaline, and then next to it I have hematite. These two here are, none of the rest are organites, they're all just natural stones. So these two are smoky quartz, these two are black tourmaline, and I have 3 clear quartz. Oh, that one's got a rainbow there on the right, number 3. Didn't notice that before, cool. These are awesome. So not crystal, these are resin dragons, and they glow in the dark, super bright. Again, I've got posts for these if you want a closer look, but one in purple and one in green. And then just to give you an idea for size, they're a nice size as well. Really cool, glow in the dark, luminous resin dragons. Moving into some hearts here, this row here is all polychrome jasper. And then I've got a couple of ocean jasper hearts. This is a clear quartz rose aurid heart, druzy heart, beautiful. Same thing here in the teardrop. And then I've got some really nice little gold sheen. Actually, it looks like the first 2 are gold sheen and the third one is silver sheen. Black obsidian, gold and silver sheen moons. A couple of beautiful little amethyst moons. I've got 2 of these genuine black obsidian arrowheads left. And then this is a gorgeous little selenite palm stone with a lotus etched on it. And then I've got 3 of these gorgeous trollite flames. Just give you a quick idea for size on those. These are really pretty. Beautiful pieces, trollite guys. You'll see some more trollite in just a second. And then I've got these beautiful dragonflies here. So these are all, the wings are made of black kyanite fans, and they're just either painted or aurid. So this one is natural. No paint on that one, just black black kyanite. And then these 2 here have been painted with a light blue color. These aren't aurid, they're just painted, but these 2 here are aurid. So lavender aura and rose aura. And then just to give you an idea of the size of these are really cool, nice size, beautiful black kyanite dragonflies. I've got a couple of really pretty rainbow fluorite moons in stands here. And then we get into these gorgeous trollite angels and butterflies. So these are trollite angel wings. Each wing is book matched. These are butterflies. I can give you a closer look at any of these that you like, guys. I'm going to pick one up here just to give you an idea for size. Whoops. Just after I knock that trollite flame off the table. That's a Caribbean calcite owl wing set. So all these are just 2 separate stones for each of the wings, and they are set on these metal stands, and I'm trying really hard to pick one up here. Okay. So these are a good size, guys, really pretty. If you thought that any of these look like they had sand in them, that's because they do, because they all went to the beach and they all went swimming in the Gaia juice. I take a lot of my crystals that I sell to the beach to charge and cleanse them. They love it. These all went to the beach a couple of months ago, and my local beach has really fine sand, so some of the sand gets stuck in the cracks and whatever, but All natural, all beautiful, all cleansed and charged and ready for you to take home. So that's this table. Again, let me know what you love and we will get it to you. All right, last of the big tables. I actually had, so these are 8-foot tables. I think I had 5.5 of these filled with crystals, but I've managed to consolidate them down to about 3.5. So this is the last of the large tables. So lots of towers on here, guys. There's double terminated points and pipes and raw pieces. There's a bunch of pyramids, a few hearts, just a few odds and ends as well. But yeah, mostly towers and double terminated points on here, but let's take you through these as well. All right, let's start with this massive beast of a crystal here in the back. This is a black obsidian tower. I'm not even gonna try and pick it up. I can't reach over and pick it up. It's too heavy. It's 13.5 pounds and about 15 inches tall. And it's just an absolute statement piece, showstopper. I have a post for this, which includes a really cool video of this piece sitting in the shore and getting pummeled by waves at the beach. So if you want to see that, let me know. But just one of those, and again, absolute statement piece on that black obsidian tower. Almost as tall right next to it is this green onyx tower. Beautiful patterns on that. Those are my two largest towers. I've got a smaller black obsidian piece there, a couple of really nice trollite towers. That's phoenix stone, again, a combination of turquoise, malachite and chrysocolla. That is a chrysocolla tower, the green one there. And then these two here are like those ones that you saw a little earlier. Beautiful amethyst and Mexican agate specimens here. So a really tall one and a little smaller one there. This is Picasso jasper. And then I've got a really pretty little tiger's eye tower here, a couple of gorgeous little green aventurines. And this is black moonstone that has a little bit of bling and flash on it, I believe. If I can catch it in the right light, there you go. So really pretty black moonstone tower flashing on both sides. Septarian, this is a beautiful white sphalerite, druzy sphalerite tower. Gorgeous crystal druzy vugs all over it. You can see right through this piece. Really, really neat piece, that one. So just one of those. And then, oh, you can see the blue flash on that rainbow obsidian tower there. Really cool. I've got a couple of larger lepidolite towers and a smaller one. And then these two are clear quartz that sit in these wooden bases here. They come out of the bases if you should need to take them out for any reason. But they are custom cut to fit in there. Really nice blingy blue sandstone and goldstone towers. And these are all ruby fuchsite. And then we can get into a row of clear quartz. So these are all just plain natural clear quartz towers, and most of these are glass clear. Really super high quality clear quartz. And then you can see they kind of change in color a little bit because these are clear quartz, but they are angel aurid. So these are all coated with angel aura. I've got information on what aurid crystals are. If you need that, let me know. And then I've got 3 little crackle quartz, clear quartz towers here that are full of rainbows. God, I don't know which way to go. I think I'm gonna go across the back here. So these are not towers, but these are fun. So on the left, you've got yellow smelting glass, and then this is genuine rose quartz. And for anyone interested, just to give you an idea of the size, they're a pretty decent size. So moving on from those, we've got some beautiful chevron amethyst towers. These are pink tourmaline. This is dragonstone. This is tricolor calcite. And then I've got a whole stack of beautiful pink calcite towers. Again, pink calcite's gonna be UV reactive, so these will glow 80s hot pink under a UV or a black light. And this one's gorgeous. It's got some beautiful banding through it. And then these ones are a little different. These kind of like have these almost like cloud-like formations through them. Really pretty. So I've got the larger pink calcite that's got the striations, and then 3 of the, I just call them like pink calcite cloud towers. And then I've got some more of these pink calcite with the striations through them. So beautiful pink calcites, guys. Moving into some gorgeous ocean jaspers. I've got 4 ocean jasper towers. And then I've got these beautiful selenite skyscraper towers in 3 different sizes. So I've got 3 of the large, 2 of the medium, and 2 of the little guys. And then this is a beautiful dendritic agate tower here, guys. Really pretty patterns and colors on that with a nice big clear quartz pocket in it. I've got a couple of beautiful sodalite towers in different sizes. These are hematite quartz. And then I've got 2 larger rainforest jasper towers and 2 smaller ones. And this is rainbow obsidian. And this one's got lots of green bling on it on that side. And then yellow, purple, and green on this side. Really pretty rainbow obsidian piece, this, guys. Just one of those. All right, let's do this standing row here. I've got 2 beautiful raw celestite towers. So this is raw celestite that's been carved into tower shapes, very beautiful. Same kind of deal here with these amethysts. These are raw amethysts that have been carved into towers. And then 3, oh my gosh, look at the rainbows on that piece. These are all full of rainbows, actually. These are stunning rainbow fluorite slab towers. So I'll pick this guy up here just to show you. That's what he looks like. And again, I've got posts for these, so the videos don't do a lot of these crystals justice, if I'm being honest. I struggle to make these crystals look as beautiful on camera as they do to the naked eye, and the number of comments that I get when people order crystals and say something along the lines of, oh my God, this is so much more beautiful than the pictures. That happens all the time, and it kind of breaks my heart because I want to be able to show you guys how gorgeous this stuff is, but it just doesn't translate on the camera a lot of the time. Anyway, 3 rainbow fluorites, and then this is blue aragonite. And then these are grape agates. And then I've got some really beautiful little ametrine towers and amethyst points. This is beautiful atlantisite. So 3 atlantisite towers here, and even more beautiful charites. I've got 4 charite towers. Again, remember guys, I have posts for almost all of this stuff where you can see them in way more detail. These are a couple of little clear quartz rose aurid towers. And that covers all the standing ones, so I'm gonna start a new video. Alrighty, so got a few one-offs here, guys. This is Bumblebee Jasper on the left, and right next to it is Serpentine, and then a smaller version of that guy right there, the Phoenix Stone. This is Phoenix Stone. And then this is Volcano Agate, like the sphere and like that big, huge honkin' 36-pound piece I showed you earlier. This is the same kind of stone. It will fluoresce under a UV light. Usually these volcano agate pieces fluoresce either slime green, like neon green, or neon pink, or sometimes both. This is diopside, crazy lace agate. This is called unicorn stone, which is just a trade name for the combination of lepidolite and pink tourmaline. This is a green zebra jasper, and it doesn't really, maybe a little bit. It's actually got some flash. And then these are 2 yellow zebra jaspers. And then we move into some really pretty mookaite stones, guys. Mookaite towers, only found in Western Australia and commonly known as the anti-aging stone. So rub one of these on your face. We've got some beautiful Kambaba jasper towers here, and this is a really dark piece of smoky quartz here, guys. Let me see if I can get it up to the light. It is transparent. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a beautiful, very, very dark, one of the darkest pieces of smoky quartz I've ever seen. So just one of those. And then in this row here, we move into some beautiful picture jasper towers. These are fascinating. I love these. Everyone is so different and unique, and they look like some kind of Japanese painting. Every one of them has really cool patterns on them. And they look like something that you'd see hanging on the wall of some kind of Asian-inspired interior decorated house. I'm going to show you all 4 of these individually because they are really super cool. So 4 of the picture jaspers, and then we get into a bunch of Caribbean calcite here, guys. Beautiful Caribbean calcite towers, and then just absolutely jaw-dropping blue lace agate towers, guys. I've got 3 of those. And then these are tourmalated quartz, and then a couple of carnelians here. And then this is called Indonesian bloodstone, or sometimes referred to as money agate. It's a trade name. Really gorgeous patterns on those as well. And then I've got 4 of these beautiful opalite towers. So I've got, you saw the spheres a little while ago. These are the towers. Saw the skulls too, actually. And then these are all man-made, but they are glow in the dark. And I've got posts on these. Let me shut the light out here and I will show you how they glow real quick. And here they are, all glowing their faces off. Really cool. Great gift for the kids. I also have these stones, these glow-in-the-dark luminous stones, and bracelets as well. So if you're interested in those, let me know. All right, so moving along, I've got 3 hematite quartz towers and then a selection of gorgeous, yummy pink rhodonite towers. And we move into these Dalmatian jaspers. With these rhodonites, you can see some of them, actually all of them, have some degree of clear quartz in them as well. So clear quartz is an energy amplifier. So anytime clear quartz is growing with another stone, it amplifies and increases the energy, the potency of that other stone's energy. So clear quartz, an energy amplifier. When you see it growing with other stones, I think that's a really cool thing. So again, Dalmatian jasper, and then we move into these beautiful orange calcites, and then into a really gorgeous selection of rainbow fluorite towers. These are snowflake fluorite towers. So it's still rainbow fluorite, it's just got some other patterning and stuff inside them, and some beautiful rainbows on these pieces too, if I can get them in focus for you. Carved in rainbows. So a couple of those snowflake fluorites, and then moving into smoky quartz. I've got 3 gorgeous kunzite towers here. These are super blingy, flashy lavakite. This is pink calcite, so like the spheres that I showed you earlier in that jumbo heart, UV reactive. These will glow under a UV or a black light. And then I've got 4 howlite towers and 3 angel aurid howlite towers. You can see the difference. And this is braciated jasper, I think this is called. Beautiful druzy in those. Super blingy. And then 2 strawberry quartz, 2 red jasper, and then a selection of beautiful lapis towers here, guys. Back over here, we move into some onyx. I've got green onyx. Really pretty banded green onyx towers. A couple of those, and a couple of really nicely banded blue onyx as well. I've got 4 chevron amethyst towers, and like that heart that I showed you earlier, these are pistachio calcite. So I've got 2 larger ones and a smaller one. I love this stone. The greens are just, they make me feel like I'm floating in the ocean. I love pistachio calcite. So these are moss agates, guys. Really pretty, Beautiful patterns on these, if I can get it in focus. Really gorgeous moss agate towers here. And then these are all bloodstone. I've got a couple of moonstones here. These are a combination of sunstone and moonstone. So the blue flash is the moonstone, and the bronzy colored flash is the sunstone. But full face flash on both sides of both of these pieces here, guys. And then that's yellow jade. I've got 3 snowflake obsidian towers, 2 UV reactive ruby zoisite. I've got a few little rose quartz here, and then a selection of super blingy, yummy labradorite towers, guys. Really hard to catch these all on camera, but I do my best for you without picking them all up. But yeah, oh wow, look at this one. And this one, stunning. This one here too, the second to last one, really pretty. These are light colored sodalite. So we've got these 2 dark ones that I showed you here earlier. This is still sodalite, it's just a lighter blue. And then I've got 3 smaller rainbow moonstone towers. So like the big one over there that I showed you earlier, same stone, just a smaller version of, and then a couple of prehnite towers. And then this will do it for the towers, I believe. Oh no, I missed these 2 earlier. These are gorgeous. This is fluorite, guys. So this one's kind of got a purple band running through it and a big rainbow. So these are like raw fluorite pieces that are carved into towers. So that's more of a purple. And this is blue, and again, lots of rainbows on this one as well. I love blue fluorite. It's one of my favorite stones, period, but definitely my favorite color of fluorite. And then to tie up all the towers, we have these sunstone towers here. So that's it for towers, guys. Let's move on to double terminated points. Start with this one. This is angel aurid rose quartz, so you can see the beautiful coloring on it. So just got one of those, and then a whole bunch of smaller, just regular rose quartz double terminated points. Got some nice flash on these as well. I've got a couple of rainbow moonstone double terminates. So there's your towers, and there's your double terminators, 3 of those. I've got 3 Kambaba jaspers, 2 beautiful black obsidians, and then like your charite towers here, I've got these charite double terminated points, and these are just spectacular. These are really awesome. Charite is one of my favorite stones, 1, because purple, and 2, I need to take a little bit of that glue off there. I can get that off. Eucalyptus oil is your trick, guys, for any glue stickiness. Eucalyptus oil, if you don't want to put nasty chemicals on your things, which I don't and never do. I use eucalyptus oil to take off any sticky residue. But the patterns on these are good, are just gorgeous. It's reminds me of Vincent van Gogh's paintings, that swirly kind of gorgeous patterning. All right, so the charites, I've got 1 rainbow fluorite here. This one is a Shiva Lingam stone. And then I've got a ruby fuchsite. Actually, that one's a ruby kyanite. This one here, this is rhodonite, and this one's ametrine. And it's got some gorgeous purple and yellow in it. Ametrine, if you're not sure, if you're not aware, is a combination stone. Basically, when amethyst gets heated up in the earth, it turns into citrine, and you can see some of the yellow golden hues through that. So that's a partially heated amethyst in the earth before it fully turned to citrine. So it's that halfway kind of place between amethyst and citrine. It's called ametrine. Ruby fuchsite and 1 pyrite, and then some just show-stopping, gorgeous, big clear quartz double terminated points that are full of rainbows, guys. Really, really sensational pieces, these ones. So I've got 2 longer, skinnier ones, and then a shorter, fat one, and then a little one as well. These are massage ones, so these are like chakra massage ones. There's a different layer of stone to represent each of the chakras. So they're dull, rounded on one end for massage and pointed for energy work on the other end. I've got a chevron amethyst massage one and one in howlite as well. And now we move into pipes. So the first thing with all these pipes is these little filter screens are removable, and I will send you an extra one. If you order a pipe, you'll get 2 of those. So we've got 4 in rose quartz here. We've got 4 in the super blingy Fedsenite. Got a couple of rose quartz, a couple of lapis lazuli. I've got 1 chevron amethyst. This is another one of those glow in the dark stones here, this green one, so it's man-made. Just like these towers here, this one here will glow in the dark. I've got 1 K Syrah, 1 beautiful green fluorite. This is my favorite of the pipes. It's a gorgeously transparent green fluorite piece. Really pretty. So 1 of those. And then I've got 1 blingy labradorite pipe. Super flashy, both sides. And then finally, 1 zebra jasper pipe. All right, now we've got a few raw kind of logs, I would call them. So we start with some selenite here. These are just raw selenite sticks or logs. I've got 5 of those, and then I've got a whole whack of gorgeous black tourmaline raw specimens here. Black tourmaline logs, from the largest being that size to the smallest being that size. So beautiful black tourmaline here, guys. And now we're into pyramids. I've got 1 beautiful lapis lazuli, gorgeous rich deep blues, gold pyrite and some white calcite throughout. I've got 1 selenite pyramid here. This is bronzite, and then howlite, bloodstone. I've got a couple of Caribbean calcites and a couple of beautiful dragon stones. This one here, these two actually are, these 2 are iolite and these 2 are hematite. And then red jasper, 3 of, and then 3 beautiful shiny black obsidians. And then a whole host of really gorgeous amethysts. And tiger's eye, super flashy tiger's eye. A few rose quartz here, 5 rose quartz. And then some really nice clear quartz as well. And that does it for the pyramids. I've got a few of these really pretty black obsidian raven carvings, and then pink calcite mushrooms, again UV reactive stone, the pink calcite, a couple of sodalite mushrooms. I've got 2 bloodstone mushrooms here and 2 K Syrah mushrooms. And just to give you an idea for size, they're all around that size. And then I've got a couple of gorgeous Caribbean calcite stars here, guys. These are really pretty as well. So 2 of those, and then this awesome moss agate moon. Beautiful patterns in that as well. I've got a few hearts here that didn't feature with the other hearts earlier in the video. So Kambaba jasper, hematite quartz that's gonna have a bunch of rainbows all throughout it. One of the hallmarks of good hematite quartz is it's gonna have a bunch of rainbows in it. This is a silver sheen obsidian moon. super blingy. So just one of those. That's a gorgeous druzy agate heart and a lepidolite heart. And then some palm stones here. This is a really pretty serpentine palm stone. Beautiful colors and patterns on that one. That's ocean jasper. That's polychrome jasper. This is a really nice rhodonite freeform. Again, it's got that clear quartz inclusion, which will up the potency of the rhodonite's metaphysical qualities. So just one of those. This is a green opal palm stone. And another little blue fluorite piece. Let's see if this one's going to light up. This is a little blue fluorite heart carved out of a raw piece. Oh yeah. Nice transparency on this piece, guys. So, blue fluorite heart, just one of those. A Dalmatian stone, palm stone. This is unikite. This is another brecciated jasper. This is pink tourmaline, which I tumbled myself, as I did with this milky quartz piece here. These were raw pieces that I threw in my tumblers for weeks. A couple of beautiful red jasper palm stones. I also tumbled these. These are tiger's iron, and not tiger's eye, tiger iron. Beautiful pieces though. So I've got 4 of those. And then a little unikite mini heart. I've got one little ruby kyanite tumble left. This is a really pretty little garden quartz teardrop. And then this super cool glass skull. Look at that, it's totally transparent. It's like glass clear, and depending upon which angle you hold it at, it kind of changes colors. Really neat, just one of those. Man, I think that covers it. I'm going to show you a couple of other things real quick, but we are pretty much done here. And here we've got 35 different kinds of amethyst cut base raw specimens, guys, ranging in size. And these are all actually arranged by weight. So this guy here in the top left obviously is the largest and the heaviest, and these ones here in the front are the smallest. But all kinds of beautiful amethyst specimens here, guys, just to give you an idea for size on the biggest and the size on, you know, one of the smallest. But different kinds of colors, all different shades of purples and gray. Beautiful amethyst, guys. Now I've organized this in, I mean, if you're interested in rows, so we'll call the back row number 1. That's number 2, row 3, and row 4, right? So we can just go, if you're interested in this guy here, for example, he would be row 1, number 4. That one there, so numbered left to right across each row. So row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, and row number 4. And let's take a closer look at all these guys. I'm not going to pick them all up, but I do want to give you a chance to have a look at any of these that you might be interested. Again, remember guys, if you're interested in any of them, with this table it's pretty easy. You can just call out the row and crystal number, but you can also take a screenshot of any that you're interested in, pause the video, circle the piece that you're interested in, and send it to me, and I will be happy to give you more info on them. So much bling on these guys. Beautiful pieces. This is all amethyst, guys. Again, colors ranging from really deep dark purple to lighter shades of lavender and into gray amethyst as well. But one thing they all have in common is they're super blingy. Okay guys, that's my amethyst raw cut base collection. Let me know which ones you're interested in. So in addition to all those beautiful stones, I also have all manner of sphere stands here. These glass and plastic plates that hold mini spheres, all kinds of designs, fairies, dolphins, triple goddesses, there's hands, there's dragon claws up the back there. The Buddha fingers are really cool. These are like faux wooden logs with gold flowers on them. Down here we come into a selection of owls and parrots. There's cute little bears here as well. More owls. These are Mother Gaia stands here. There's a Thai Buddha sphere stand. Gorgeous little frog and a groovy octopus with a pirate's hat on. And then these are all my dragon stands down here. I've got various varieties of those in different colors. And then if we come over here, now we've got a selection of tumbled and palm stones. So all kinds of different tumbled stones here, guys. Just showing you the names. So if any of the names of these stones catch you, let me know. And I can show you exactly what I've got. These are all tumbles in these white drawers here. Got some Larimar points there, very rare Larimar. Been holding on to those actually. I've got some keychains, I can show you those. Tektites, which is space rocks, which is pretty cool. And then over here, these are mostly tumbled stones, but I've got some other stuff in here as well. So for example, if you want to look down here at the tiger's eye, I've got some little tumbles and hearts. Did I say these are mostly tumbled stones or palm stones? I meant to say palm stones if I didn't. But like in the malachite, for example, these are all raw specimens here. In the pyrite, for example, I've got a few little palm stones and a cube. So there's some different stuff in here. The rainbow fluorite, I've got some palm stones and some little rainbow fluorite lotuses and Buddhas. I've got posts for most of these pieces, so I'll just run you through the names here. Again, if a name catches you, you've been after some angelite, for example, let me know and I'll show you what I've got in any of these stones that you're interested in. Again, mostly palm stones here, but there are some exceptions. Again, with the howlite, for example, I've got little tumbles and there's even a howlite apple there, which is really cool, and some palm stones. Some really beautiful labradorites there, especially the purple labs, just gorgeous. So lots of different stuff here to choose from, guys. Didn't want to leave these out, didn't want to let these be forgotten. Although they're not on the tables, they are for sale. Oh, bunch of pendants here too. Got a bunch of assorted pendants here, like hundreds of different kinds, guys. And then these are all charite and labradorite pendants. I'd be happy to show you those. And again, all the sphere stands, guys. Don't forget, what you're not seeing in these videos are, you know, all of these pendants, which I can show you. I've got posts for all of them, and the over 120 different varieties of crystal bracelets that I have as well. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, let me know and I can hook you up. All right, so in addition to everything else you saw, guys, don't forget that I sell smudge sticks. So I've got these long 9-inch desert sage smudge sticks. I've got the desert sage in the 6-inch. I've got the white sage in the 6-inch. I've got Palo Santo, lots of Palo Santo. I just took a few out here. These Palo Santo sticks I sell as well. I've got Palo Santo cones to go on your little charcoal burners. I've got one juniper smudge stick left. This is a really cool mirrored revolving stand. You can put like a translucent or transparent tower on there, whatever you like. It will slowly turn, and it has color changing LED lights in it. And then these two really cool clamshell sphere holders. I put one of those angel auraed clear quartz spheres in these, and they look like pearls, which are pretty cool. And then down here, guys, I've got a whole selection of different colored white and color changing LED stands. in different patterns, different shapes. And I've got posts for all these too if you're interested. So with all that said, guys, I believe we are done. So thank you for your time. I tried to keep this video as quick as possible. Trust me, it could have been far, far longer than it was. I blew through this stuff pretty quickly. But again, if you're interested in anything that you've seen, please let me know. I will be happy to provide you with more information. If I don't have a post for it, I'll be happy to take videos or pictures of anything that you might like to see. But again, I've got posts for most of this stuff. So let me know and hit me up with what you would like me to send your way. I love you guys. Thank you for your support, your friendship, your kindness, your love, your light. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great Sunday evening or whenever you're watching this video, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao.